Morning to all present here. I'm Ramya Devi, working as Assistant Professor in SNS College of Engineering. Today in this lecture series we are going to discuss about Hive. So what is a Hive? Apache Hive is a data warehouse system built on top of the Hadoop that lets you query and manage large data sets stored in HDFS, that is Hadoop Distributed File System, using a SQL-like language called HiveQL. So SQL, it also has the SQL-like queries, schema on read, and supports structured data, and also integrates with the Hadoop ecosystem. So SQL-like queries means for getting the data from the Hive data warehouse system, so we use an SQL-like queries. You write queries in HiveQL, which Hive converts into MapReduce, test, or Spark jobs. And also schema on read. You can also define a table, a schema, and the query data without converting it beforehand. And also it integrates with the Hadoop ecosystem, which works seamlessly with HDFS, Yarn, HBase, and others. And also it uses a typical use cases like data summarization, ad hoc querying of large data sets, and extract, transform, load operations, since Hive is considered as a data warehouse system, and also the business intelligence and reporting. So here the Hive is basically an Apache system in which and Hadoop, I'm sorry, Hive is an Apache Hive. It's a data warehouse system which is built on Hadoop, and also it is used for processing structured data in the Hadoop ecosystem efficiently. So here the Hive has been introduced by Facebook in 2007, and now it is Apache open source. So Hive powers 62% of the enterprise Hadoop deployment worldwide, so that the Hive is used very widely in the system. So what is basically a Hive? So a Hive is also called as Apache Hive, is an open source data warehouse which is built on top of Hadoop for processing the Hadoop large data sets. So it enables big data analytics using Hadoop storage, and also it converts the SQL queries into MapReduce jobs automatically, and also it uses the SQL-like interface like HiveQL simplifies querying without the Java knowledge, and also it handles vast data across distributed systems seamlessly. And what is the architecture of Hive? So the Hive architecture consists of 5 systems. So the first one is a driver, the second one is a metastore, and thrift server, HDFS, and execution engine. So the driver, which manages query compilation, optimization, and execution, these operations are carried out by the driver of the Hive architecture. And here the metastore takes care of storing the schema information and also the table definitions. Here we have thrift server, which enables client connections in various programming languages, and also the HDFS, which is a reliable storage layer for persistent big data, and also the execution engine, which runs jobs using MapReduce tests or Spark frameworks. So what are all the key features of Apache Hive? So the Apache Hive is basically a data warehouse which is built on Hadoop for compiling large data sets using MapReduce jobs. So it runs SQL-like queries, so that the SQL HiveQL syntax is used, so that it converts all your SQL queries into an MapReduce jobs, and also it uses query optimizer, which rule-based query optimizer, for improving the performance of the Hive architecture, and also it queries data without physically moving it to the HDFS, which is support from the external tables, and also it enhances speed and supports CSV, JSON, ORC, and Parquet. So for compiling or for getting the data from the Hadoop data system, we use Hive shell interface for communicating with the database. So here it has so many modes. So the first one is interactive mode, non-interactive mode, example, command, and user friendly. So here the interactive mode, execute queries, directly in the shell. And also the non-interactive mode run Hive scripts with the -f option in batch, and also the Hive-f myscript runs batch processing efficiently and case insensitive commands with completion on history. So these are the real-time examples of e-commerce analytics, so which has a scale, query, volume and outcome. So daily scales from over 500 global stores analyzed, and it queries some sales by store with data filtering for precision, and also it processes 50 TB in minutes using Hadoop cluster. We in the outcome, as an outcome, we are getting a visualized BI dashboards for informed business decisions. Thank you.